Yo, so welcome back everybody, welcome back into the channel, and today I'm going to be highlighting my experience with Laptops Direct. Um, yeah, they only tried to ruin my Christmas, proper Grinch style, and I'm sure you're probably here because they tried to ruin yours too. If not, be very aware. But yeah, hang around, come listen to the goss, come check it out. So my story begins on Black Friday. I've promised both my daughters that I would get them a laptop each for Christmas, and the internet is awash with deals and sales flying through the air. Ones that just can't be resisted, right? I'm sure you're all having a good shop in the Black Friday deals. Well, I needed two laptops. I settled after quite some searching on two laptops from Laptops Direct. I ordered two laptops, two mice, and one USB recovery stick because I can be a little bit lazy and I didn't want to have to do the recovery stick myself. Anyway, that's what I settled on. Purchased the laptops and awaited delivery. So, 3 days later, there's a knock at the door. The delivery has arrived. I had worked late into the night before, so I was asleep. I went downstairs. I took receipt of the parcel. I placed it just inside the door and I went back to bed. I'm sure those of you that work nights completely understand that. But I arose a couple hours later. I went down to open the parcel and was very disappointed to see that they had only sent one laptop, one mouse, one USB stick. I rang Laptops Direct customer service. I explained to them my order was incomplete. I'd only received one laptop, one mouse, one USB stick. Explained that I probably understood what the error was, and if they could kindly ship out the remainder of my order, I'd be really appreciative. This was actually on a Saturday, so I was informed that because it was the weekend, they wouldn't be able to look into it immediately, and I would most likely get a reply on Monday. I did receive an email a couple hours later detailing that a case manager had been dedicated to me and that my investigation had been opened. Basically, just reaffirming as well the same things that the customer service lady had stated on the phone, and that I would be looking for a reply within 48 hours. The Monday comes, and late in the afternoon, I receive an email from Laptops Direct. The email states that my case is closed and resolved, and included is a proof of delivery. The picture shows myself opening the door and the parcel just placed at the door. Because of the safe distance ruling because of COVID, they just leave the parcel on your doorstep, and then you can see me receiving it. At this point, I was getting a little bit annoyed, and I contacted Laptops Direct customer service again to ask them to reopen my complaint and once again explain that I was missing one mouse and one laptop and they would need to investigate it. Strangely, whilst I was on the phone to Laptops Direct, I had another incoming call from a Laptops Direct number. It turned out it was my case manager, and she had left an answer machine message saying she would follow up with an email. The email asked me to advise which items I was missing. I replied, stating in full that I ordered two laptops, two mice, one USB stick, and one of each was missing, quoting my invoice number and model numbers of the laptop and mouse. In the very late evening, I received an email back from their investigations team. And when I say late evening, I mean really late evening. This email came in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I must assume that their investigations team is in India, but nonetheless, it was an email asking me if I was looking for a replacement or a refund. I replied to the email that I did not want a refund or a replacement. I actually just wanted my order in full that I had paid for. There was nothing wrong with the laptop I had received. I just wanted the laptop they had not delivered. The very next day, I receive a phone call from my case manager, during which she informs me that they actually sent my delivery as two parcels. She also implied that one must have been stolen by a neighbor or the courier lost it. Honestly, I found this so laughable, it was hard not to just laugh at her down the phone. I said that you actually sent a proof of delivery showing the packages on my doorstep, and this really did make me laugh out loud. She said, that could have been any package. Hmm. So the phone call finished with her stating that they would go back to the courier to investigate, and that they would need 5 further days to investigate where the second package may have gone. After this phone call, I contacted the courier myself directly to make a direct inquiry. I spoke to their customer services, I quoted my consignment number, and they confirmed to me over the phone that only one parcel had made up the consignment. And I asked them to provide me with proof so I could send it back to Laptops Direct. And they stated that Laptops Direct would easily be able to log into their online portal and see for themselves in a few seconds that there was only one parcel in the consignment. At this point, I really did start to wonder what Laptops Direct were trying to hide. They were being directly deceitful, lying directly to me, and generally just being very untrustworthy. It's not a good sign for our company that is just lying to their customers down the phone when their details can be easily checked, as I did, ringing the courier and confirming that only one parcel was sent. I then rang Laptops Direct back to call them out on their deceit and lies, and they just gave me more hurdles to jump through. So they asked me to write out a statement of denial. I had no problem doing this, and I wrote out a long statement of denial highlighting all events up until this point. During the middle of the night, I received another email from the investigations team asking me again to resend my statement of denial, but this time if I could include my a valid piece of ID. Obviously, this is completely laughable. I resent their statement of denial as they requested, but stated that there in no way, under any circumstance, would I be providing them with a full valid piece of ID. And yeah, I left the email at that. There's no way I'd be doing that, and I wouldn't recommend you do it either. So the next day, I receive a phone call from my case manager, and again, laughably, she asked me to email her my statement of denial and a valid piece of ID. And again, I reject her offer to send in any valid ID and highlight that I've already now sent in a statement of denial twice. And it's kind of a shock that it's not been forwarded to her. It was actually marked for her attention. The idea that she didn't get it just kind of highlights how incompetent Laptops Direct are at just simple admin tasks. It really, really is become very apparent that Laptops Direct are just a laughable, negligent company. At this point, it really starts to heat up. I feel like my case manager is feeding off my hostility towards her. And at this point, she highlights that she felt it was really hard to believe I had not received my laptop, despite the fact that there is a laptop-sized parcel as proof of delivery on my doorstep. Obviously, I just laugh at her down the phone. And at this point, I highlight again that I ordered 2 laptops, 2 mice, 1 USB stick. And I bet for all the world that you cannot guess her reply. My case manager, the person who is solely responsible for resolving my query, revealed that it was a revelation to her that I had ordered 2 laptops. I mean, do you just want to get down and roll on the floor laughing right now? Despite many emails, many complaints, many phone calls, it is now a revelation that I ordered 2 laptops. She states that it will take now 5 days for her to investigate. The day is Wednesday. She said she needed 5 days. I told her she had till Friday, or I didn't want to reveal my hand, but at this time, like I said, the conversation was getting kind of hostile. It wasn't very amicable, and I revealed to her that I would be making a video exposing Laptops Direct negligence. I felt like it deserved to be done. Well, I had 5 days to wait to find out, or, at least till the Friday, I hoped. It was at this point I decided to have a little poke around the internet to see if I could find any unhappy customers. My first stop was the Facebook page, and it didn't take long at all to find numerous unhappy customers. There's a couple screenshots there for you, so you can see them for yourselves, and go check them out. They're there for you to read. As you can see, numerous unhappy customers, people complaining about how their children's birthdays have been ruined, people complaining about damaged items received, It just goes on and on and on. Go check it out for yourself. It's all available there for you to read. Well, Friday comes and I have no communication from Laptops Direct. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I told them to ring me Friday. They told me they needed 5 days. Anyway, it gets to the Monday and I finally receive a response from Laptops Direct. And that response was that they were still investigating my query and they would need until Wednesday to resolve it. Wednesday comes and I get an email from Laptops Direct. The email states, we have had confirmation that both laptops, both mice, were in the same parcel for this order. So both the laptops and mouse should be in the same parcel that was delivered. I have also sent an email to our warehouse team to check the CCTV to check if everything was inside when it was dispatched. Once we have an update, we will be in touch. This email was received about lunchtime on the Wednesday. 2 hours later, I get a phone call from my case manager saying that they had found my laptop. It wasn't included in the parcel. It wasn't sent out to the courier. And that they would be delivering it as soon as possible. Over 2 weeks it took to resolve this issue. An issue that could have been resolved in 2 hours if they had just listened to my original query. But instead, Laptops Direct blamed everyone but themselves. They blamed the courier, they blamed my neighbors, and they blamed me. At no point were they willing to take any blame. 2 hours. 2 hours it took after they sent an email to their warehouse to check to see if the laptops had been dispatched, and it was confirmed that they had not. 2 days later, I received the second long-awaited laptop and mouse in the post, and I immediately contacted Laptops Direct customer service and started a returns process. As a consumer in a capitalist society, the only thing I can do is vote with my money, and I voted against Laptops Direct. I took my business elsewhere, and I will never purchase another item from Laptops Direct or one of its subsidiaries ever again, and I urge you not to if you want a troublesome free purchase. If you think my story's a one-off, I urge you to go check out Trustpilot. Here's a few quotes I found on Trustpilot that are all, as you can see, timed as the last few days. There are constant complaints against this company, and these are just the people that are actually using Trustpilot to make complaints. They're such a joke, sending out items not in their boxes, damaged stock, items not appearing. They are just a laughable joke of a company. And again, I urge you to avoid them at all costs. This actually wasn't the end of the drama with Laptops Direct. A few days later, I got my refund back. I went to check the refund amount, and it actually wasn't the amount that I had paid. Going through the refund, I could see that they had failed to restock the USB, which meant that they had docked me the price for it. I had to ring Laptops Direct again and complain again that they hadn't issued me a full refund. To be fair, the lady on the phone was really, really nice and issued a full instant refund for me, but it just goes to show that they just can't get the simplest of tasks right. Anyway, that's my story of Laptops Direct, guys. Just to avoid them. It's for your benefit. But yeah, that's it for me. Peace out. Everybody love everybody. See you again soon, guys.